welcome to a very special episode of State of Gaming. It is Infinite Summer 2024. We are doing a Indie Game Showcase. This is a return of something that we did last year when we kicked off Infinite Summer. Last year we did a Indie Game Showcase. It was a lot of fun. We showed a dozen or so various indie games. I'm really excited about this one because I'm trying to make it bigger and better than ever before. We actually have a co-host this time with Indie Pump. This was another gaming pro indie game platform that we've been supporting for years, and they're really awesome. Definitely check them out. They are co-hosting this event, helping us share out the trailers, helping us share out the stuff on social media. Huge shout out to Indie Pump. They're a great team up to partner up for this event. Really cool to have them on there. And I wanted to thank all of the amazing creators we've had so far in Infinite Summer. Infinite Summer is this celebration of gaming and creators. We have exclusive cosplay images. We have brand new debut exclusive fan art. And then, of course, we have amazing indie game trailers. What's really been cool is we've been dropping trailers throughout the month, showcasing a bunch of amazing indie games. Some of these games are available now to download and play, and some of them are upcoming that you need to add to your wish list. So I'm really excited for this. I'm just going to be kind of hanging out throughout this. We're going to show over 20 indie games. I'm really excited about this. Some of these trailers you may never have seen. I have already dropped some of these throughout the month, so I'm going to talk over them a little bit, just add my 2 cents. In this video, I'm going to be kind of adding a little bit of commentary, but also letting you enjoy the full trailer. So I'm not going to talk too much, but I'm really excited. This is going to be awesome. We have so many really cool games. I would love to hear what is your favorite down below. We're going to be kicking off with one really cool game that I think is really exciting. It actually has a lot of views so far, and then we're going to be ending the video on another major game. So I got 2 really awesome bookends and then a bunch of amazing games in between. I'd love to hear down in the comments which one was your favorite, which one are you most looking forward to, and let's just dive right into this. Okay, so this first game has the most views out of any game we've dropped during Infinite Summer 24. You guys are clearly looking forward to this, so let's just talk about this one. I really like the art style, the animation, the world. It's just really cool. I love how they handle the camera in this. It's like a drone that follows the main character. It's pretty cool. I love the parkour. The map navigation is really good. Just how you get around the map, the traversal. I like it. This feels like a high quality game that's going to be a lot of fun when it comes out. And I wanted to start the Indie Game Showcase off with this one because it was clear to me why it was our most viewed out of all the trailers we dropped so far. That is cool. That is Motorslice. Definitely wishlist that one. This one looks fun. Should be coming next year. Next trailer is a really quick one. This one's stellar to watch. It's only a few. It's a pretty fast one, but this was one that I've been looking forward to. I think we met him back in MomoCon. This game looks a lot of fun. Just awesome. I love the art style of this game. Just absolutely beautiful, retro, fast-paced. This is another one Exoracer is one I'm really looking forward to. Wish it's that one. Now this one, I really like the art style. It's just super retro while also being very detailed at the same time. Like, this art style should make it look like the animations and the detail are simpler when it's not. Oh, this is so cool. That was Crimson Capes. All right. Alright, I like that one. That one looks cool. That one's going on my radar for sure. Available to wishlist. Definitely dark, creepy vibes. Actually played a little bit of this one. It is a lot of fun if you like mystery, thriller, horror. It's pretty spooky. Abtos is one that's definitely fun to check out. It's available now, and we've done a couple giveaways. This next one is one that I'm personally really looking forward to playing a little bit. It just has a gorgeous art style. It reminds me a little bit of like Monument Valley and that kind of that style of art and just perspective. It reminds me of that, and it's gorgeous. Like, I cannot wait to play this game. I haven't gotten a chance to play this one yet, but it is definitely on my to-do list. Gorgeous game. I love this style of puzzle platformer. It's just, I used to play the crap out of Monument Valley, and this game reminds me of that a lot. It was called Aarik and the Ruined Kingdom. This one's a must play. We actually did a giveaway before Infinite Summer dropped, so this one it's already available to play. I definitely recommend checking it out. Oh, this next one, Biomorph. This one just has a gorgeous art style, super fun game. The team that's making it's really cool. I've been following this one for a while now. This one's also another one that just dropped recently, I believe shortly before Infinite Summer. It's out now. I just haven't gotten to it yet, but it's definitely one that I want to play and showcase. I love this art style, and just the gameplay looks super fun. One of the things about Infinite Summer is I have like a dozen indie games I need to play. Been putting so much effort into showcasing and play the trailers. This one's definitely high up on my list for the year. If you like 2D side scrolling, these types of games, this one, Biomorph's one to check out. I love the character designs, the monsters, all the different enemy types. They're so unique and well executed. Biomorph is also available now, so definitely go download it and play it. Eresys is one that's also out. I have played this one. This one came out not too long ago, and if you're into scary, if you're into horror games, like creepy thrillers wandering around, it's definitely very spooky. It's classic indie horror. We've actually done a giveaway with this one in the past too, in partnership with Indie Pump. So this is definitely one that if you've followed Game Infinite on X, you may have seen us do the giveaway for this one. This one was a lot of fun. It's a very dark, very creepy world. I remember just playing it, just wandering around this large, empty, creepy forest. It's just unsettling. Not normally my cup of tea for game genres, but it's good for what it is. because there's some ones that were just hard to note. But if you like this style, it's definitely one to check out. This one's also available and ready to play, so definitely check that one out. We have a lot of really good indie horrors on this list. Indie horror, I feel like, has really risen in the last few years, especially with Unreal, just being able to increase the quality of the worlds and the environments. Creepy door that was featured in our Infinite Summer highlight reel. This one I think looks really interesting. It just like a really, just the production quality I feel like looks really good for indie horror. It looks really good. Haunted Bloodlines. Yeah, I don't do creepy entities at the bottom of the stairs. No, thank you. But for y'all that love indie horror, we got some really good ones on this list for you. Oh, this one looks fun. Master Blaster. A little bit of a break from the indie horror. Bright neon colors. I could go for some just old school action type retro. Looks like something you play like an arcade. Very arcade-like. That one looks good. That one looks good. Definitely check that one out. So this is another one that I've played the demo for, and I played it in a very early stage. So it was pretty rough when I tried it. They made a lot of improvements and changes since then. What I've seen just looks like really good, and it's basically meant to be like a kind of like an Iron Man flying sim. It's very fast, and you definitely have to kind of get the hang of it a little bit. It's a little unforgiving for its speed at times, but that was a very early alpha that I had played. The current version that we're seeing in the trailer looks smoother, cleaner, higher resolution. It's like the idea is like if you took Iron Man Flight and made a racer out of it. Very, very Superman-esque. Okay, so this is one of the ones it's been out actually a little bit. And in fact, it had an earlier release than most of the titles on here. But we brought it back this year for Infinite Summer 24. We showcased it last year because this is just one game that just looks really cool. I actually played a little bit of it. It's a lot of fun. I love the mystery of this black orb that shows up in the trailer later. It's just a really cool environment. We've been keeping this list mostly to current releases or upcoming releases. And this one's a little bit older, but that's really okay because this one's definitely worth checking out because it's just a beautiful world, very interesting mystery. It was just one that we really like, and I wanted to bring it back for Infinite Summer 24 just in case you missed it last year. It's worth revisiting again. Much the same way where we had that one door, kind of like the highlight moment of our highlight reel for Infinite Summer 24. The shore had like the highlight moment for Infinite Summer 23. So it felt right to bring it back this year. If you haven't checked this one out, this one's worth going back to a previous year release date and check it out. That's the one right there with the black orb on the sand. I don't know. It's just, there's something just really cool about that shot. I think it's very, very sci-fi, very interesting.
We understand that your father was missing for years, so it fills us with regret to.
Next one's a little bit different.
Dead 3 days ago.
Why is there a tunnel under this place?
Like a point-and-click style adventure. A little bit different gameplay mechanics than a lot of us are used to. Just very interesting. It's about exploring this world. Let's see about this one. It's like you're investigating in this kind of this world that you're trying to learn more about some kind of mystery of what happened.
Barricaded to keep things out. Or in. I need to connect to the wire. I think it works now. Okay. Let's see what secrets you have in there. What is this place? You were gone for 20 years.
My father lied. Interesting one. Very, it almost has like a kind of a retro like style to it. I think it's interesting.
In a world
Last Emissary, another one that we're kind of bringing back from earlier in the year. This one just always just has some cool character designs. The team that's being in this one's really cool. I like the gameplay, the very strategic, top-down kind of style to it. It just looks really cool. So we showcased this one earlier in the year. I think I actually got a pretty decent amount of views. A lot of people were really excited for this one. We wanted to bring it for Infinite Summer 24 showcase it again. Just a really cool fantasy strategy game.
Form meaningful
that
bonds
I can't wait
with
to
your
get my hands on this one.
companions, and watch as they grow closer to each other.
And some cool armor
You are
designs that
among
they
the
have.
most outstanding
for Valerie
warriors
and
I have
Gwyneth.
ever faced. Your compliments won't convince me to
We need
take
to
it
get
easy
some
on
like
you.
cosplayers
Of
in on
course,
this
not
one
even the fact
when this
that you're
game
an
releases to
Will
dress up
love
as some of these
blossom
characters.
amidst destruction?
Greetings,
Caleb's
Commander.
armor's pretty cool
I
too.
have finally
They got
found
really
you.
cool character
We need to
designs for this
talk.
game, I think. Gameplay looks a lot of fun, very strategic, almost like a kind of reminds me of like an XCOM
Bring
or even
peace
a
to
little bit like
Eresys.
Baldur's Gate.
And reveal ancient and forgotten mysteries.
Our assignment is way more delicate and dangerous, so let's focus. You know who will be there to welcome us at the port, right? We must be careful before we find ourselves in real trouble.
Future of this world is in your hands.
That's Last Emissary.
I know this role is still new
There's
to
one
you,
that's-
Commander, but we're all in
I
your
love
hands.
fantasy games. We don't
So
really.
stay
I don't feel like we
focused.
see like
Don't be afraid
this
to make
type of
decisions.
fantasy RPG strategy, this type of game a lot in indie. So I think it'll be fun. Astral Clock Tower Studios, one of our highly anticipated games. This is Kristala. Kristala is dark fantasy RPG. Looks amazing. Just action. You play as these humanoid cat characters. We actually did an indie interview with them, with their team. It's just a really cool game, and it's actually available in early access. You can try it and play it now. It's a lot of fun. I remember playing the demo and a little bit of the beginning of the game. It's incredible. Just really well done, really well executed. Oh, that's cool. I've seen this trailer a couple times and it still hits. It's fun. I like this. I'm not even a big cat person in this game, so it's pretty cool. But if you like cats, I can imagine this will really hit even harder. I just thought of like it's Cat Assassin's Creed or Cat Dark Souls. Really big title. We were really happy and excited to get it back for Infinite Summer 24 because it's a huge title and it's one of the bigger games in our list. So definitely check out Kristala. It's available in early access. Axiom of Maria. This one was just a lot of fun. I love cyberpunk, I love action, I love sci-fi, and this was also one of our very highly viewed titles. We debuted the trailer earlier in the year before Infinite Summer. We had to bring it back for Infinite Summer's showcase to show because too many people were excited for this one. I actually considered making Axiom be our end game of this event, but it's just like the action pieces, the environments, the combat. This looks so. I have played a little bit of the game now that it's out, and it's a lot of fun. The motorcycle parts motorcycle sequences are really cool. It's a game that feels a little bit bigger budget and team than it was, and it's a lot of fun. Definitely check that one out. Axiom of Maria. We got a lot of indie horror on this list. I keep saying that. So Necrophosis is... It reminds me a little bit of some other indie horror games that have like a very like gothic, hellish vibe. Kind of reminds me of Scorn in that way. Yeah, there's a few games that kind of have this very like hellish vibe, and it's just really cool. Yeah, definitely. It reminds me a lot of Scorn, and that game was visually very interesting. This game is visually very interesting. Okay, that's disturbing. There's one thing I don't do, it's bugs. I don't do bugs. Very creepy. It's like a apocalyptic, hellish landscape. Very hellish. Color schemes. Intriguing. It's just like this whole like demonish, hellish vibe. It reminds me of. That one's definitely one to check out if that style, genre, and art style appeals to you. Check that one out. I love black and white games. We don't get black and white games enough. Like, I feel like it's just... There's just something about 2D black and white titles that they're just... Whenever I get a rare one like that, it always just is a lot of fun. So many games so focused on like the flashy colors and the overwhelming. There's just something about a good black and white game. Like I love the colors, the art style and color palette choice for this game. This is one that we've actually featured a good number of times thanks to our partners with Indie Pump. They're really cool. This game, a lot of fun. Is definitely one to put on your radar. Creepy character models. shippers. This one's definitely available to try out. Go play it. And total thematic opposite of all the indie horror we've gotten. I love this art style of this game. This one is this bright, beautiful, colorful, old school. This is just like, I feel like childhood in a can right here. It gives me just like old school Game Boy vibes on all this. Sprout Valley. Definitely want to get my hands on this one. This one's a lot of fun. I love the colors and the art style. It's beautiful. A lot of Unreal in this indie game showcase. Unreal's really proven itself to be an indie friend. This one's Opaldune. I'm really excited for this because I love sci-fi. I love space sci-fi. It's basically like it has some Dead Space, some Control, some Resident Evil, just a third-person monster shooter, sneak around, some like that, just like those kind of those vibes. Dead Space, Resident Evil, a little bit of that. Just it's really, I don't know. It intrigues me. I think it looks cool. It's fun. The main character protagonist, it looks cool. Yeah, it definitely gives me some like Resident Evil and space vibes. I like it.
Oh no.
Opaldune. One to play. This next game, I like the art style of it. It's just kind of like a retro. I feel like a retro, like 90s, early 2000s feel. Just reminds me of some classic, like old school RPG type, from just the art style, the perspective. Yeah, this definitely another game that feels like childhood in a can. Just some old school RuneScape fantasy. Tormentus. That's pretty cool. Tormentus is one that I think is pretty exciting. I was happy to get it on the list. This is a big one. I cannot stress how excited I am for LUCID. LUCID is one of our most covered games. I would say it's probably maybe the only other one that we've covered as much as this is maybe like iCode, who we didn't have this year, but LUCID is this huge, it's called a Celesteoidvania, so it's kind of like the Metroidvania genre mixed with some Celeste. I love the art style of it. I keep joking with the creator that it's just, I love how it's just purple overload. Just the color palette of the game is beautiful. We've done 2 developer interviews. This is the 3rd and newest trailer that we're showcasing for Infinite Summer 24. It was super exciting. We actually dropped a 2nd interview with the developers of LUCID right before Infinite Summer 24. So this is really cool. Definitely check out LUCID. It's one to put on your radar. Go wishlist it. That's just definitely wish this one. There's a QR code for you. And to end our showcase, this is the game that we selected to show at the end because I just thought this big, beautiful open world, this game looks like $1 million to me. Like, it's gorgeous art style. I love the colors. We don't see a lot of these big open worlds in the indie world. It's just the animations, the colors, the world environment, everything about it just stood out to me. And I thought this one's called Fading Skies, and it's just fantastic. I was like, this is the game I want to end the showcase on. A good open world fantasy indie game. Cool art style for the characters. You turn into a bird. I am a sucker for floating rocks and platforms, like floaty, gravity-defying maps. be unfair to compare an indie game to like a Breath of the Wild type, but like just I love these types of hyper colorful fantasy open world. I feel like fantasy sometimes can be drab and kind of boring, so having just the bright colors in this art style is just gorgeous.
And your friends are here to help? Hey, wait! Why is everyone running away from me today?
Damn, we gotta love dragons. Cool bow and arrow mechanics, I like that. It actually kind of reminds me a little bit of like Kingdoms of Amalur. It's maybe a little bit more cartoony, a little bit more colorful than that, but it gives me those vibes. Fading Skies, one of my most anticipated games in this list. Just really cool. Definitely one to check out. And you know, there we have it, guys. That is our Infinite Summer 2024 showcase. I want to thank you all for joining us. Tell us down in the comments which of these titles was the one that stood out to you the most, which one are you the most excited for. If you're one of the developers, thank you for submitting your game to be a part of Infinite Summer 24. We had an absolute blast showcasing it, and I would love to hear from y'all. What types of indie games do you want to see from us in the future? Did you like this format? Last year I did this with, like, I just did some commentary in the front and the end. This one I thought I'd talk over it a little bit and just give my 2 cents on these trailers, especially since most of these trailers were uploaded separately. If you want to see the full trailers without me talking the whole time, you can actually go over to our indie game trailer section on YouTube, and you can see the no commentary version of most of these trailers are already up as part of Infinite Summer 24. Some of them were pre-event, but definitely check them out and go support these amazing indie developers. And if you love indie games, if you love cosplay, if you love fan art, definitely check out GameInfinite.net to see kind of an overview of Game Infinite stuff. And then of course check us out on your favorite social media. We have X and we have Instagram as 2 of our big ones. TikTok, we've been dropping event stuff all month long. You can see exclusive cosplay, exclusive fan art, and of course direct links to a lot of these amazing trailers. We'll see you guys on the next Game Infinite video.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up!